We don't sound like a lot of the other bands.
Hi.
Hi.
So you're with the same member since 1993.
Yep.
Now, is it very difficult to stay friends in a band like Billy Talent?
No, I think it comes, you know, it's like any relationship. It takes respect and patience and communication and, you know, just trying to make sure that you have a certain level, an open level of communication at all times.
And is that with you all times or sometimes maybe a little bit less?
Depends.
You have good days and bad days.
Yeah. Depends on if you've eaten or haven't slept in a while, you know. It's usually
cranky.
good. It's usually good.
Yeah, it's usually good.
Yeah, because you know each other from high school. Back then, did you were friends or was it something that needed to grow?
We were all friends.
We were all friends, yeah.
And bandmates.
Okay.
Brothers.
And since Billy Talent became more popular, what kind of effect did that have on your relationship as friends?
I think it strengthened it in a lot of ways.
Sure.
I think it made it stronger. Yeah, because we spent the first 10 years of our career together with really working hard and slugging it out and trying our best, you know. And then once things started to pick up a little bit, it made us a tighter unit, I think. I mean, that took years and years of like compromising and learning other people's boundaries, but then once you figure that dynamic out, you kind of just go with it and build on that instead of focusing on the negative differences.
Yeah. Can you remember the very first rehearsal you had with Bess? How was it like?
We played, our first song we ever played was Keep On Rockin' in the Free World by Neil Young.
Yeah.
And then a whole bunch of Rage Against the Machine songs.
How did it sound like?
Terrible.
Terrible, yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
At what point in your career did you start to realize that there was maybe more than just playing terrible songs in the rehearsal room?
I think we knew really early we had something a little bit unique and different. Like even 2 or 3 years into it, we just were completely different than the rest of the other bands around us. And we slowly started releasing tapes and CDs, and yeah, we had something a little bit different. That's why I think it took us so long to get recognized.
Okay, what is it that made you unique back then compared to other bands?
I think there was just a lot of like, we were playing with a lot of like punk rock bands and like hardcore bands and like just rock bands, and we never kind of really fit in. Like we'd always hang out with them and all the bands were cool and they let us play on their shows and vice versa and stuff like that. But I think we just were kind of like nerds. We were kind of geeks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like we weren't really cool, and
we weren't the cool guys.
No, not at all.
You had a band.
Not at all. So I think we kind of said, well, this is kind of who we are and what we do. Let's just kind of keep going with it, and hopefully something will happen. So I think we didn't get looked at or a lot of respect over the first little bit because we were different. People couldn't categorize us or put us into these things. We just kind of did what we did, and then. I think those same reasons that we weren't accepted at first are now the reasons that some people like us, is because we don't sound like a lot of the other bands out there.